In Creo Parametric, you can set limits on the amount of translation for components in an assembly. In a previous video, I converted this static assembly into one with mechanism connections. Let's take a look at that motion. To make things easier, I will start out by hiding the spring and then selecting the shock housing and then going to the Model Display Overflow menu, Component Display Style, and transparent so you can see the shock bar inside of the housing. To test the motion, let me first zoom out a little bit. Then I'll go to Drag Components. And when I click on this component, it can move, but it can move too far in both directions. I want to put limits on the amount of translation for this shock bar. Let me hit the middle mouse button and then close out of the drag dialog box. To make things even easier for selecting, let me create a cross section. I will go to the section dropdown and I don't know, I don't have a coordinate system, so I can't tell if I want X direction, Y direction, or Z direction. Let's try X direction. And this is not what I want. I see that since this model did not have a default coordinate system, one was created. Let's see if I want the Y direction. And nope, that is the wrong one. Let me go to the Z direction. And yeah, let me rotate around. Yeah, Z's okay. And so I'll use that as my cross section. And I only want to apply to one model. Let me change it to include selected items and just choose the housing. And that way the shock bar goes to full view. Let me hit the check mark so I have this cross section for using. Now I can see where I want to go. Let me turn off coordinate system display. Okay, so for translation, it can help me see what I should set as one of my references for defining the distance. If I use the drag tool again, I can see that I'm not going to use the top of the model because if I have it bottom out up here at the top, it's going through in the bottom. It should really stop based on the separation down at the bottom end. And so now that I know what I want to use as my references, let's edit definition of the shock bar. I will select it in the model tree. And then from the mini toolbar, I will choose Edit Definition. The keyboard shortcut is Control E. This brings open the Component Placement dashboard. Right now, I am on the Placement tab. And here we have a choice for Translation Axis. And there's a yellow dot next to it indicating that we haven't defined the translation axis. We haven't defined the motion limits. I will click on Translation Axis. And now I have to select some references to use for the zero between these two components. And so let's see, I'm going to use the bottom of this component from the, or bottom of this surface from the shock bar. And then for the bottom surface, I'm going to use this surface from the shock housing. And right now I can see the distance between them. And it's giving me a negative value. I can try translating, and I can see as the separation increases, it gets even more negative. And I don't want this. I want this to be a positive value, just for how I like to define things. And so if you go to your slider connection, there's actually a flip connection button. And now I have a positive value, and that's much more what I like. And so I can see that I probably want this to go to a maximum of around 3.5. I'll let it all the way, I'll let it bottom out around 0 or so between them. And so in order to do that, I will check the box for a minimum limit. And I want the minimum limit to be 0. So let me type that in and hit the Enter key. And then for the maximum limit, I'm going to set that to that 3.5 value. And so I'll enter that. Right now it's currently at a value of 1.4. If I always wanted it to go to a certain value upon regeneration, I could specify that regen value and then check the box for enabling a regeneration value. But I don't want to do that. I don't know where this is going to be assembled later on. And so I want it to be based on whatever assembly it is placed in. And so if I drag it, I can see I can go to 3.5. I can go down to 0. And so that is the limit of the motion that I'm given. And I am happy with that. So by clicking on translation axis and then selecting some references and finding my minimum and maximum limits, I'm able to define how much this component can translate. I'm happy, so I will click the green check mark to complete. And if I want to test the motion again, I can go to drag components and then click on the shock bar, and I can see that, yep, now it's bottoming out down at the end of the housing and then stopping here. And so in this way, I have set my limits on translation for my component. Let me middle mouse button and then close out. And so there you have it. I still have the spring here in the model, and if I make it visible, right now it's the incorrect length. So in a future video, I will show you how you can define flexibility for that component so that the spring length updates automatically.